What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the channel. Please remember to hit that like and that subscribe button as we continue our journey to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers for the year 2025. And today is not the day. Today is not the day. Bro, I'm so irritated right now. I'm so ticked off right now. Bro, this ain't gonna be no long video, by the way. I just came up here to vent, you know what I'm saying? So y'all just hear me out, all right? But man, if y'all seen my last video, then you know that I've been, well shoot, if you've been keeping up with my channel, period, you know that I've been trying to find a vehicle. And so I stated in my last video, I had two particular vehicles that I liked. To make a long story short, none of them worked out. And so Thursday, my dad and I, we went to go check out this one vehicle. It's a Toyota 86. So it's a sports car or whatever. And so the vehicle, when I checked the Carfax information on it, it had its history. I'll put it to you like that. And so, but the car had good miles, the price was good, everything was good. Even the gas mileage on the vehicle was pretty good. And so I'm like, okay, well, let me go check this car out for myself, and then I can determine whether or not I want to pursue this. And so we go check it out Thursday, and I test drive the car, everything is good. And I'm telling my dad, says, okay, I think this is the car that I want. You know what I'm saying? It was a 2019, by the way. But the car looked like it was in good condition, even though it had its history, because it had a lot of owners over the years. But like I said, low miles, price good, and the gas, mileage, city highway was really good. And so I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I'm gonna be putting myself in a position where I'm living from paycheck to paycheck type deal. So like I said, I test drive the car, feels good, rides good, everything. And so I tell the guy at this, I forget the name of it's not a dealership, it's one of those car lots, them places that sell like old cars or whatever. It's a place out Virginia Beach. I forget the name of it. I should drop their location in my, what's the name? Because them jokers really ticked me off. But yeah, so I tell the gentleman that was, that was trying to sell me the car or whatever, I says, listen, I'm getting my car financed. And so if you can just give me some time to go talk to my credit union, and that way they can write the check for me, and, we can move forward with everything. Mind you, bro, the final price of this car was around, they were selling it for like 21 grand or whatever. And so once they got through adding the warranties and everything, it came up to about 23 and some change, which I don't think it was bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was bad at all. And so after doing the math in my own head and seeing how it could potentially play out, especially when I start my new job next week and whatnot, I'm like, okay, I think I can afford this. And so I tell them, hey, give me till Monday to talk with my bank to try to finalize everything, and we can go from there. He says, okay, all right. This was on a Thursday, by the way. And so Friday, the gentleman that was working with me as far as the car is concerned, he calls me. He says, is this Mr. So-and-so? I says, yes. He says, yeah, this is such and such from such and such. I was just calling to ask you a question. I says, what's up? And he tells me, did you have any intentions on putting any money down? I says, no, I don't have money to put down. I'm going to get the car financed, like I explained to you the day before. And he says, okay, I just wanted to make sure. Da-da-da-da-da. And I tell him, I says, yeah, I literally just left my credit union. And they told me they'll get back with me on Monday. So if you can give me till Monday, we can go from there. And he's like, okay, all right. And then that was that. I didn't think twice about it. We move on. And I ain't gonna even get into all of what I went through Friday after I left the credit union with my own personal vehicle or whatever. But we ain't gonna get into that because y'all already know it's got its up and downs. And so, Friday passed, Saturday, Sunday passed, today, Monday. Man, I'm chilling. And next thing you know, let me go ahead and say this. My credit union called me. And that's another thing that's kind of frustrating me. Because I'm actually still waiting on them to call me back. They called me and they was like, hey, would you like, when they first called me, they was like, would you like gap insurance, da-da-da-da-da. I says, well, how much would that be if I added on? And they was like, it'll be about such and such. We'll add it in and whatnot. And I'm like, all right, yeah, that's fine. Cool. And next thing you know, they say, all right, okay, we'll call you back shortly. And so I'm chilling. And they call me again. And I'm thinking they about to tell me like, hey, you can come pick up your check and go get your car. And they called me. They're like, we have a question for you. And I ain't gonna go into all the details, but they was pretty much asking me about my current job and, the hours I've been working because they have a certain policy that they have to follow. And I explained to them how, I start my new job with Amazon next week. My last day with the shipyard is this Friday or whatever. And so they're like, okay, because we're trying to figure out some stuff because it seems like the hours that you work based off the pay stubs you gave us, they don't line up with such and such and such. Mind y'all, if y'all been keeping up with my channel, y'all know that, shipyard work has been really slow, which means I ain't been getting a lot of hours. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to, I guess, figure out how they're going to be able to, approve me with the money while in my current state financially or whatever. And so I don't even know if that's a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on them to call me back as I'm talking to y'all right now. Oh, man. Come on, bro. And not to mention, matter of fact, before they called me that second time, I get a notification from Carfax. Carfax, they have a tendency to let you know that, hey, the vehicle that you were looking at is unavailable now. And so that particular car that I was looking at last week, the Toyota 86, it had popped up on my notifications. And it said that it was unavailable. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. They probably took it off, the website because they're getting ready to sell it to me. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I'm thinking, okay, they probably took it off because they know I'm coming to get it once I get everything finalized with the credit union. Bro, after I get off the phone with my bank, after seeing the notification and everything, the same guy that I talked to last Thursday, He calls me and he says, "Hi, may I speak to Mr. Branch?" And I says, "This is he." He says, "Yeah, this is such and such from such and such. I just wanted to call you and let you know that we sold the vehicle." I'm like, "What you mean you sold the vehicle?" I says, "I thought we had made an arrangement for, I'm getting the car financed, give me till Monday, and then we can go from there." He gonna sit there and say, "I know you did da 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 da, but that's why I was asking you on such and such day, which was Friday, did you want to put a down payment on because da 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 da?" And you was like, "Nah, you didn't because you going da 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 da." And he gonna tell me that they sold the car over the weekend. Bro, I was hot. You understand me? I was hot. I says, "Man, I'm literally on the phone talking to my credit union right now about the car, and you gonna tell me that you sold it over the weekend?" You know what I'm saying? And he gonna sit there and say, "I know, I understand. I know you're being serious, da 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 da, or whatever. But I just wanted to let you know we sold the car. Is there anything else you are interested in?" I says, "No, that was the car I had my eyes on, and y'all sold it." And then he gonna say what he say, and we hang up. Bro, I was hot, man. I was hot. Like, bro, how you gonna sell a vehicle if somebody says they want this vehicle and their method of moving forward with the vehicle is through getting it financed, and they need some time to get things arranged or whatever? Why would you why would you make it available still? If somebody tells you they want that car, but the only way they'll be able to get it, they have to get it financed through their credit union, like, why would you be open to sell it? That's the one thing I don't understand, bro. And this wasn't no dealership, by the way. This is some lot that sells cars or whatever. You know what I mean? Granted, before I went up there, I did check their reviews, and I seen a lot of good reviews with the place. So I'm thinking, okay, their place is legit. Man, when he told me that, bro, I was hot, man. I was really hot. Like, I'm hot now. Like, I'm really ticked off. Like, I can't believe you did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you sell that car, bro? Now, granted, I understand money talks. You know what I mean? And, it's one thing where, like, if I say, "Hey, give me till such and such day," and you wait till about Wednesday or Thursday of this week, to give me time to figure something out. And if I don't let you know nothing within a few days or whatever, then you decide to sell the car. I understand that. But if I tell you, "Hey, I just left the credit union. This was Friday when I said this. I just left the credit union. They told me to give them till Monday. And then by Monday, I'll hear something." And you tell me, okay, I'm thinking we good. Like, bro, no, man. Man, I'm really bothered by that, bro. Like, for real. And I called my dad and told him about it. And he was like, something, when he called you that day to ask you if you wanted to put a down payment on it, he was probably already talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying, that wanted the vehicle, and they had the cash to get the vehicle. That's why he called you, to see if you wanted to put a down payment on it, because he was already talking to somebody, and he was waiting on you to say you didn't have no money to put down. That's all he needed to hear for him to move forward with somebody else. Now, granted, that's business. I get that. But that's messed up business. That is messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, whole time I'm thinking we have an agreement, like, okay, come get it. We're going to make sure everything is good for you. You know, come get it once you get everything finalized. And we can go from there. But no, you just going to sell the car. Just like that. Like, bro, I'm so hot, man. I'm so hot. And even if they didn't sell the car, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get approved from my credit union based off the information they told me earlier. So, I'm just frustrated. For real. I really am. Because, you know, I start my new job next week. Thank the Lord. I really want another car. And I don't want to have to keep driving that Hyundai, man. Like, not right now at least, you know? And the fact that I have to even consider taking that car all the way out to Virginia Beach in its conditions. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. So, my dad, you know, he was telling me, you know, just keep your head up. You know, it's all a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? You know, strive to find the good in it. You know, try to look at it this way. You know, it was in an accident, so you really don't know what's wrong with the car, even though it looks good on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Then consider, you know, it could just be God's way of looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know or whatever. And, you know, I receive all that. I understand that because, like I told y'all before, my motto in life is to always strive to find the good in everything you go through. And obviously there is good, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, finding the good doesn't take away the frustration. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it does, but sometimes it's okay to be frustrated. You know what I mean? While trying to find good in stuff. And right now, I'm just frustrated, bro. I'm just frustrated because it's like, man, listen, I've been trying to find a car for like, I want to say, we're in September. I want to say for about a month now. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to find something, you know, and I keep getting let down. For real, I keep getting let down. And having to deal with my car and stuff. Like, Friday, after I left the credit union, bro, my car was leaking transmission. I'm like, if it wasn't one thing, it was another, bro. Like, if it wasn't one thing, it was another. My car had leaked transmission. And so I had to pull over into a neighborhood, call my dad to let him know what was going on. And we ended up fixing the issue. But it still needs some fixing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have to deal with it, you know, come next week when I start my new job. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what's on my mind is next week when I start my new job. Because I don't want no interferences, bro. None. I don't want none. But I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Man. I don't know what to do. It's like you got these dealerships, man. They charge you a whole arm and a leg for one thing, you know, for a car. And then you got some of these places that aren't dealerships, but they sell vehicles. And it's like a first come, first serve type deal. Well, let me rephrase that. The first one was some cash. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't trying to listen to those ones. Or at least that's what it seems like to me. They ain't trying to hear the ones that's trying to get finance and all this crap. They want people with the bread, with the money up front. You know what I mean? And I mean, I'm not in that position right now. If I was, I probably would have a car today. You know, but I'm not in that position yet. You know, so, but man. So, I mean, the only thing I really can do is keep looking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't easy. But I don't know. And then my dad, he's like, you know, why don't you just see if you can get approved to just get your car fixed? You know what I mean? Just have it, you know, remade over again type deal. Like, try to get it made new again or whatever. Just see if they can approve you for that. But I'm like, shoot, I don't even know if they can approve me anyway. You know, based off what they shared with me earlier. And I'm still waiting on the phone call. It's going on, I think, 11 o'clock or whatever. And they told me they'll call me back in 15 minutes. This was around going on 10 o'clock. But dang it, man. Dang it. So, but I just gotta keep looking, that's all. Gotta keep looking. And, you know, go from there, I guess. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. I just wanted to come on here and vent to y'all and let out some frustration type or whatever. And hopefully somebody that's watching this can understand where I'm coming from. I mean, shoot, if y'all have any suggestions or, you know, whatever, insight, whatever, I don't know, let me know in the comment section, you know, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy how business works. I mean, it's business. It's not personal. It's business. So I'm not even taking it personal. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's business, but daggone, like, if we converse and we come to an understanding, an agreement type deal, like, hey, let me go talk to my credit union. And then when I tell you I talk to them and they say to give them till Monday to, you know, see if we can finalize everything, and I share that with you and you say, okay, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, we good then, you know what I'm saying? But like my dad was saying, man, he probably was already talking to somebody, you know, before he called me, you know what I'm saying? And when I told him no, then, you know, that's all he needed to hear, you know, but, so, oh, man, that's, yeah, so that's it, man, that's it. That's all I got to say for today's video. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you like today's video, like, comment down below your thoughts. And I thank y'all for watching. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video, because we do have to talk about my fruit diet that I was on, my 21-day diet. I shared a little bit in my last video, but I do want to make a separate video in regards to that. And so yesterday, which was Sunday the 21st, was my last day. So today, this morning, I weighed myself and there was definitely some improvement. But like I said, we'll share all that in another video. And so, but yeah, that's all I got. So I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Till then, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe. Peace.
Some say you love me one day. I will wait to catch you loving